Okay, let's undo what we just did. Control Z. Let's mute this. And if we play it again, obviously awful. I'm going to zoom out. Another way to time stretch this is using Mixcraft's FlexAudio. What this allows for is that each sound can be time stretched without changing the pitch of that sound, which is great. If you change it too much, you can get that chipmunk effect. Using FlexAudio to change the tempo of this is a lot of trial and error. That's why I like using more exacting measurements like the ones that we used a moment ago. But if you're working on a video or a commercial or a radio spot or anything where you have to have an exact time for your song or loop or beat, say that you have a 10-second commercial but your song is 14 seconds. Using FlexAudio is great because then you can manipulate the time without the pitch. So for instance, if we take our sound again, if I go over the end of the sound till I get my right and left arrow, hold down the Control key on your QWERTY keyboard, then you get this left and right hand icon. Now simply click and drag. So say I want it out all the way to the end of the 18th. Now if I rewind and play, you notice that the time has shifted, but not the pitch. Now let's reverse that and play it again so you know what it sounded like before. Again, a little extreme, but this is for demonstration purposes only. Now if you did want to change the pitch, if you go down to the second drop-down menu, adjust pitch by, and select do not fix pitch. And now we go up here and use FlexAudio. Drag it out to the same place. Rewind. Now we are getting that chipmunk effect because we've stretched the time so much. We've adjusted it so much. Now even though you can time stretch it from 25 to 400%, it's recommended that you only do so within the range of 75 to 125% to keep it sounding good. Another great way to adjust or manipulate your tempo is by using beat markers. These are really simple to do, and it's a great method when you're putting together some dance mixes. For example, I got two different tracks here, and I want to kind of seamlessly go from one to another. So let's listen to what we got right now. Okay, so obviously the first one's slower than the second one, and we need to do some crossfading to make them sound nice. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find out what the tempo of our dance clip is. To do this, I'm going to rely again on my tap tempo tool that I have on my iPhone, and I'll push play and see what I get. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I get 152 BPMs on that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this for now, which is my dance track. And what I'm going to do is take this portion right here, this overlap, and I'm going to slowly speed this portion up. So the first thing I do is I can right click here on the timeline and choose add marker, or simply double click on the timeline. This brings up a new marker, and you can put in the title, you can do your offset, you can color code it, you can do all this other stuff. But down under other, click tempo, and here I'm slowly going to start moving up toward the 152. So from 125, let's go up to 132. Push OK. Move over to the next one. Double click. From 132, let's move up to 139. Go to the next. from 139, let's go up to 145. And then I'm going to put one near the end here. And this one will be 152. So let's go back here. Let me put this in time. Go back here to 48 seconds and push play. So you can hear that it's sped up. One more time. So if I unmute this, obviously it's still a little bit chaotic. I'm actually going to move this over a little bit, give it time to catch up. Now I'm going to click, hold, and drag, and I'm going to go over to the second marker, and up in the upper bar here, I'm going to right click, go down to fade out, and select medium. Again, we can automate this, or we can use this nice little feature. So now if we play this, this is what we got. Still a little bit chaotic, so I'm going to fade this one in. Do the same thing, select this portion that I want to fade in, right click, go to fade in, and I'm going to fade in slow on this one. Again. Okay, not the prettiest thing in the world, but again, this is for demonstration purposes only. Now there is just a couple of ways that we can time manipulate our beats and our songs using Mixcraft.